Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name's Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of July 2025. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. All right, so let's see. What is going on for Sag for July? Well, you definitely have some new money coming in. Something you've been working on is finally going to start to pay off because we got this 10 of Wands here. And the 10 of Wands is an indicator of, hard work, effort, things paying off, right? So, let's see. Okay, so this Ace of Pentacles, like I said, that's new money coming in. Now, here's the thing. Communication has been good. The people around you are all on board with whatever it is you're trying to do money-wise. Maybe your spouse, partner, maybe people at work, maybe your business partner, colleagues, whatever. The communication is really flowing, and that's allowing you to work hard, focus on what you need to focus on, and then boom, it pays off, all right? So you're going to start to see success early in the month of July, which is fantastic. Now, we also have the Hermit, so keep working independently. That's where you're going to find your biggest payoff, and that's where you're going to make the most progress, by working solo, working independently. Your budgeting is actually on point. That's a great card to see in the reverse because it means that you're no longer not doing the things that you need to do financially. It means that, yes, you are allocating the money where it needs to be, and you are taking care of the responsibilities. That's fantastic. Now, we also have that King of Wands. The King of Wands in the reverse means that you may not be getting the attention of the people you want, but that's okay, because this card is telling me to tell you, Sagittarius, you don't need someone specific's attention. All you need is to stay on the path that you are on because it's working. And you may not get acknowledgement, credit, or validation, but it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that you are doing something, not in alignment with what your goals are. All right. So the payoff shows up. Like I said, that Ace of Pentacles, I love to see that card in a money reading because it means new money is coming in, and that is fantastic. Now, the other thing, the energy that I'm getting here is your money karma just turned around. Like I said, the hard work you've been putting in, the communication, the focus, you've just kind of unlocked your really good money karma. All right, Sagittarius, so that's exciting. All right, so let's see what else shows up for my Sag as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of July 2025. What do we need to know for the sign of Sag? All right, so now here's the thing. You may be called to invest in something in order to upgrade your finances, and you may feel a little hesitant because that's what I'm getting with this 9 of Pentacles here. So understand that you may have to pay for someone to help you is kind of what I'm getting, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. All right, so maybe you need to hire an employee. Maybe you need to hire an assistant. Maybe you need to hire a mentor. I feel like there's something you need to invest in, Sagittarius, in order to get you to that next level. I mean, it could be a book, could be a class, could be something, but it's something that you have to pay for. All right, now, we also have the Devil card. Now, the Devil card, remember, he's always an indicator of how we could be getting in our own way. So when we're talking about money, a lot of times we sabotage our own efforts unknowingly, unconsciously. So what are you doing or not doing, Sag, that could be getting in the way of you making the money you want to make? Now, yes, you are having some success, but I get the sense that, you know, success, obviously, money is important. I'm not saying it's not, but maybe there's some other areas of your life that you're not quite tapped into yet. And so we have to figure out how that's going to flow, how that's going to play out. Now, we also have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Again, I'm feeling like you're not going to get the confirmation or acknowledgement from somebody that you want it from. But again, that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, okay? That doesn't mean you're not moving in the right direction, because the money is still going to show up. The success is still going to come to you whether or not somebody acknowledges you or they don't. And sometimes, too, it's best that you don't seek that external validation from someone or something, because it kind of keeps you on your toes, right? It keeps you still, like, I don't want to say aggressive, but it keeps you like passionate. It keeps you like focused. It keeps you going. All right, so like I said, your money karma just turned around, Sagittarius, and I think this is exciting. However, you know, when we have success, when we make a lot of money, you know, there's challenges that go along with that, right? There's things that we need to be aware of, things that we need to maybe learn or unlearn. Because this Devil card, like I said, I feel like you could sabotage your own success, Sagittarius, if you are not careful. All right, let's see what else shows up. What else is showing up for my beautiful Sag? Ooh, you got cash coming in. I love it. All right. So, as good money karma is flowing through the month here, I have a feeling it's going to make you kind of re-examine everything that you're doing, because we got this Seven of Pentacles, we got that Two of Pentacles, right? And then you got, boom, cash coming in at the middle of the month. You know, a lot of signs have been getting this card. I'm wondering if this is something for the whole entire collective, because a lot of us are going to start to see payouts and movement and cash and new flows of income in the middle of July, which is very exciting. The money mindset card. This means that, you know, you're making all the right decisions and you're thinking from the right angle and the right perspective as it relates to you and your money, Sag. Okay, so you're going to walk away from something. You know how when you start to think, I don't need to be here, I don't need to be doing this, I don't want to work for, with, or around this particular person? I've kind of gone through that myself. Right? So I do believe that some of you are going to either walk away or you are going to start an exit strategy or an exit plan. That happens in the middle of July. Now, this could be from a job, it could be from a business, it could be from anything, but it's something that you're going to walk away from, and that's going to enable you to make more money. Now, we also have that World card in the reverse, and that is a card that talks about something is unfinished or incomplete. So, I feel like this is more energetic than actual physical things. Sometimes there's stuff that we need to allow to be as it is. And this probably doesn't even make any sense, but I'm feeling like some of you need to allow something to be disappointing. Like maybe someone's behavior or someone's response was upsetting. And the reason why that is kind of an incomplete cycle is because you haven't accepted that. Like you need to accept the situation for what it is. Once you get to that place of acceptance, then the cycle is complete. And the reason why this matters when we're trying to make money is because our emotions and our energy and our nervous system could keep us stuck if we don't resolve these feelings, or if we don't process something that needs to be processed, right? Sometimes it creates a trauma response, you know, and I'm not going to go too deep into that, but we have to understand that sometimes the way we respond to one thing will impact how we respond to other things, especially financial, money decisions in our, you know, income journey. All right, so, and I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's what came through. Let's see what else. All right, so, but like I said, it's exciting because your money karma is just good. When all is said and done, your karma is still good. All right, so towards the end of the month, it's not going to be about you having to take so much action. It's going to be about, again, I feel like the emotional and energetic acceptance. Your creativity may feel a little off. You may feel a little emotional. You may even feel that things are a little chaotic, right? And you're going to need support with the people around you. Now, sometimes when we are on the path of making money, wanting to build a business, all of these things, there's moments in that process where we just need to be supported, and where we may need to step back and reevaluate how we're doing something and why we're doing something. Not to say that what you're doing is not going to be successful. It absolutely will be. But understand that the emotions are kind of going to be on a roller coaster, okay? But remember, you're doing the right things. But I do feel like towards the end of the month, you may feel a little emotional, Sagittarius, but that's okay, all right? Because your future looks bright, and it's okay to pause and step back, you know, even temporarily, while you figure out what's next for you, while you figure out, you know, yes, things are finally working. What do I want my life to look and feel like in this next financial chapter? You know, what am I going to do with my money? What am I going to do with my time? Because those are the things of value. All right, so like I said, you've got good money karma that has been unlocked for you. But I also believe that emotionally, things are going to be brought to the surface. And that, again, is something that you need to deal with so you can continue to make the money and continue to generate good money karma for yourself. All right, Sag, so let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Star Seed Oracle. Ooh, Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. Yes. Don't be afraid to re-examine and go deep, all right? So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. Thank you for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.